There are many scenes and historical sites that make Tonga unique. Tonga is one of the smallest nations in the world which still has a king as head of state. It is also one of the only islands in the Pacific which was never colonized. And in October 1991, for the first time, Tonga hosted the 31st South Pacific Conference. In Tonga, the CRGA made a number of recommendations for the conference's consideration. The selection of the new Secretary General, relocation of SPC headquarters, the status of the South Pacific Regional Environment Program's PREP, and the admission of new members.
Some of the founders of this organization from the Pacific are here. The King of Tonga, Kaupahau Tupo, Prime Minister Ratumara, and my own governor, Governor Peter Tully Coleman from American Samoa. They were three of the original founders of this organization.
I was invited to attend this meeting by the Prime Minister because it would be the last meeting that Tuipuleaki and I will be attending.
The South Pacific Conference was born out of Pearl Harbor. The Canberra Agreement was reached by the metropolitan powers in those years because of their own foresight, looking well into the future, that out of the ashes of war came the birth of the island nations.
We have spent several hours discussing a building.
The time allocated for the headquarters issue had run out, and the consensus had still not been reached in the conference. But after additional time and with the able chairmanship of Mr. Kavaliku, the conference eventually arrived at a consensus.
And we want to do it the Pacific way, where we agree rather than dividing and maybe lose the support of some other countries that are members of the organization. So we moved to defer the final decision of the headquarters, and was immediately supported by many of the members of the conference, and then also asked this conference to hold a special conference. I believe in the history of the South Pacific Commission, perhaps this is the very first time that a special conference was called and held.
I want to develop the activities of SPC, activities that will serve the countries and territories of the Pacific area, especially the smaller countries which rely heavily on SPC programs to help them in their development.